Yo, fake radio. What's good? We live here. Some very special guests. We got multiple guests of a group. Want to introduce yourselves? Let's start with you.
What's going on? I'm Declan from Kid Smoko.
I'm Matt from Kid Smoko.
I'm Michael from Kid Smoko.
There we go. Do y'all, when y'all are like talking, this is a funny thing that I was just like thinking in my head when doing this. Like, do y'all, like, when y'all like introduce yourselves, do you just say like your name and then like instead of saying from Kid Smoko, be like, I'm Matt Smoko?
No, not really. No.
Yeah, Michael Smoko.
Well, a lot of people in LA know us as like a group.
Yeah, they refer to us as the Smokos.
Smoko Boys.
Which includes more people than just us. Like there are other
close friends.
Yeah, some close friends.
Jordan,
Yeah.
D'Onofrio.
We've had other friends that have
Friends
been
of the
recognized as being in Kid Smoko that are not in Kid Smoko.
So we got Kid Smoko. This is the first boy band. Y'all are a boy band.
I guess.
We're a band of boys. Like, we're the boys.
We are a band of
We've
boys.
been called
Yeah.
boys.
And you got
but
I feel like how I would consider a boy band is like not specifically like a. I mean, y'all do rap, but like not specifically.
Not really anymore.
Yeah, not specifically like a.
I could rap for you right now though if you wanted.
Like I would consider it just like with like a lot of vocalists, you know. So
Right.
Like everyone.
Well, we only have one vocalist now.
Yeah. We also recently have not to jump the gun, but we're definitely moving away from
Yeah.
the genre experimentation of the past and now more firmly rooted in all forms of rock.
Of rock and roll.
I guess.
Rock and roll.
At least for this next
Punk
upcoming
rock,
thing
rock
we're
and
working on.
roll. But also something you can shake your ass to, you know what I'm saying?
Love it. I love it. So let's start from the beginning. Y'all are from New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Maplewood, New Jersey.
Yeah,
Let's address the elephant
Jersey.
in the room. You have another member, Sam.
Yeah.
Who could not be here.
Yeah, Yom Kippur.
He
It's the high
actually
holidays.
he shit himself right before the podcast.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He was
And then he
fasting
cleaned
so
up,
hard.
and then he
shit.
sharted
Yeah,
himself
he sharted
again.
himself again, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, he's like, I'm all cleaned up. I'm ready to get in the car. And then
Funny
he shit himself
story.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he is not here. But y'all are from New Jersey. Where did y'all meet in New Jersey? Like what stage of life?
High school.
High school.
Yeah, I mean, I met the missing kid earlier. I knew him the longest, Sam. But then I met Declan freshman year of high school in cafeteria, in the lunchroom. And then we had math later.
We would flick caps at each other.
Yeah, it was great. Beef Cheese Cocoa Wednesdays at J&J. And then I met Matt doing sketch comedy my senior year and his junior year of high school.
They were all the year above me.
And let me chip in. I met you, Matt. First semester of Emerson, I just transferred. I didn't know anybody.
Yep.
First screenwriting class, and I was like, I never had a screenwriting
Yeah,
class, so I
yeah.
was like sick. Screenwriting, and then I met you in that class.
Yep.
Yep.
And then Hip Hop Society.
Yeah, Hip Hop Society. Yep. Now we both do music stuff.
Yep.
It's been a long.
A lot of mutual friends. Good friend Jack Callahan.
Jack
Strong mutual friends.
Shout out to Jack Callahan.
Yep. Shout out to all the.
Made a movie with him.
Yes, you did.
And
Music
Calvin.
videos.
And I'm in your talk show.
That's true.
Yep.
Don't Look Productions.
Yep, don't look. Shout out.
There's a lot of overlap here.
Shout out.
A lot of deep connections.
The extended universe.
There's a big extended universe.
Yeah, big extended universe, but we're here now. So y'all met in high school, and then y'all were like, "Fuck it, let's start a band." That was.
I mean,
No, we didn't start the band until after
2
we
years.
all
Yeah, it was after
2 years
high school.
after.
split up,
Right,
went
'cause
to
in
different
2019.
schools.
2018.
Yeah.
2019 first official drop on Apple. We did drop some singles in SoundCloud in 2018. But yeah, it was, there was a former member who put us all in a group chat at one point, like, hey, let's do some shit.
Yeah.
And Matt was originally the bassist.
Yeah. Except I
then-
can't really play bass.
Yeah, and then he recorded over a instrumental that Declan made. We're like, oh, this kid's got a great voice. And then we
I
had
was
two vocalists in the
vocalist,
band.
There we go.
And then
I had just started rapping around that time. I was a rapper back then.
You were rapping.
Not anymore though.
Marty LaFraud.
I mean, I could whip it out, if you want me to freestyle, but other than that, that's it. I mean, I'm just on,
Five fingers a day.
I would do that. I'd do that right
Well,
now.
on the album, y'all have "Not My Son."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not your son.
Not your son. Right. Yeah.
Should be renamed to Not Gonna Be on Streaming for much longer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let's get into it.
That's
I get blasted from the internet.
Yeah. But there is some rap.
There
I was
is,
surprised,
yeah.
Like when I first heard that, I was like, they're like rapping on. They got like an XXX Tentacion.
Yeah, those are our roots,
Yeah,
We come from New Jersey, the birthplace of hip hop, so
Yes, sir. That's true.
so we gotta.
Shout out Lauren.
Used to be a big
Yeah,
hip hop
shout
guy,
out.
and now I will never listen to hip hop again.
Don't say that.
Okay.
Strike that. Strike that.
Yeah. There you go.
Don't
So
strike that.
were y'all playing like instruments too? Like
I played some guitar when I was growing up a little bit and stuff like that. But
I started out
not
on the
seriously.
cello.
Yeah, me too.
Actually,
I played jazz trumpet for a while, like through high school.
He's the most serious musician of all of
Ferrante
us.
is the only real musician.
Yeah, he's the only actually,
okay,
real musician.
Interesting.
Formerly trained.
Yeah, the rest
I
of us
wouldn't say y'all are not musicians.
Yeah, the rest of us are informally
Yeah.
trained to the max.
Because y'all got like crazy vocals. Like did y'all like?
Thank you.
Yeah. Did y'all like go to like you were in like music like?
I
stuff
did a
in
little
high
bit,
school?
well, like middle school and stuff,
Gotcha,
and like
gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
I stopped and then I picked it back up again in college.
Cool. There we go. And
Good question.
It's kind of a mix. It's a little less well defined now.
I do the vocals.
you do the vocals.
Yeah.
I play guitar. Well, everyone kind of does.
But in
Everyone
terms,
does kinda
if we
do
had
that.
to
But
define
live-
it, you're
live,
live
yeah.
show,
guitar.
I
He's a
play
guitar,
guitar.
yeah.
More
Sam
often
plays
rhythm.
guitar.
And he
Guitar,
plays
right?
drums live too.
Yeah, I play drums. But then I started out as like the producer, engineer, but everyone has, vastly improved their skills at using Ableton over the years, which is great. So I think we're all producers at this point.
He's the main producer though.
That was-
To mix, to mix.
Everyone,
So how,
everyone
like,
writes.
That was a big question I had. Is like how do y'all like write songs together? Like what's like the
Depends.
Yeah, you just kind of.
It's like the process is like completely changed over the years because like earlier on we would all kind of write together, but that just gets hard when it's like a few people, when it's like more than two people,
Yeah.
and it's like everybody wants to get something down,
Uh-huh.
and it's like because in the beginning it was like there were no stakes, like, it doesn't matter. It's like if it sounds like a song, it's good, and so but then like when you start making more music, you start having standards, so it gets harder. But we still do write songs, all of us together, but. A lot of the time, someone will bring in a demo, and then we'll all work on it from there. But
Got you.
I feel like the best approach is to constantly switch up how you're making
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
because then you
it's stale.
naturally will come up with different ideas that you wouldn't have doing one method or another.
Facts.
So whether that be someone bringing in a demo, we all starting. Like the other day, we even like, oh, let's all work on music now. But then instead, we were like, okay, let's all go into our own rooms for an hour, and then each make something and come back and have a little show and tell.
Present
which
two
is fun.
demos.
Which is like
that was
yeah,
super
yeah,
fun.
Very
Super
way to
fun.
collaborate.
So you guys also live together.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
Yes.
How's that like experience like living with the people?
It's good. They're
Yeah.
great roommates. It's really a
Great.
really like
Yeah.
some of my best roommate situations I've
I've-
had.
We've certainly
Yeah,
had
Evan
worse.
is the best,
is
yeah.
the best
Very
roommate.
bad.
Yeah, Evan's the
Evan,
best,
shout
yeah.
out, Evan Phillips.
Elton Phillips.
Yeah.
Elton.
I've been on his show.
Yeah,
On the
yes.
Sampa? Sampa?
Multiple times, right, or just once?
No, just for the
Oh, just
sample
once.
for
Okay,
now,
yeah.
But then we were talking about JPEG Mafia after, and then I ran into him at the JPEG Mafia show.
Oh, that's
You
lit.
knew I was gonna be here.
Yeah.
Um,
I did the JPEG Mafia episode for his show.
oh.
Many,
that's right, yeah.
like 3
With
years
Sam.
ago now. Yeah, that was like a really long time ago now.
That was up
And
in
then-
Maine.
Yeah.
The
Then
main
Sam
house.
said he crashed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then wait, were you at the Scaring the Horror show?
I was not, no. I used to be a huge JPEG Mafia fan, but my fanhood has dwindled in recent years. Still love him,
My
but
fandom is only grown.
that's good.
I was a big
That's
fan
great.
of Veteran when it came out. But
Yeah,
then
Veteran's
nothing
amazing.
after that hit the same.
I did like My Heroes.
Yeah, I
All My
don't
Heroes
know.
are Cornballs. I also like too. There's a lot of good
See,
songs.
I felt the opposite. Like I feel like when Veteran came out, I was like, he's cool, and then like All My Heroes is Cornballs.
Interesting.
came out.
Really?
And then LP came out, or the
Yeah.
offline version specifically, and that's like when
With Bald and all those on there, or was it?
Bald wasn't. No, Bald
Those were
was
the
on
EP those are the
EP.
singles.
Oh, was
right?
it? Oh my! That was like the last thing I listened to. Was
Yes,
LP2
because-
That's
or
when I was
something.
keeping up when he was dropping all those
Yeah,
singles.
all the
Fix
singles and
Yourself is
stuff.
my favorite JPEG Mafia song of all time, personally. But then, yeah, offline is like that's like.
Thug Tears might be my favorite. Veteran is just
Thug Tears is
so
great.
fucking incredible. It's such like they're just bangers up and down.
Well, so you guys, so what kind of made you guys decide to like drift into the more like alternative space, like alternative rock space?
It's just a natural progression.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like I don't know. I feel like it was
Uncovering what we like.
yeah,
Really.
it's just like growing up a little bit, you know.
I feel you.
I mean, there was a long experimental phase where we were trying to do 1,000 different genres.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's like when you try and do everything, you end up doing nothing. So it's like
I get
it's
you. Yeah, yeah.
it's
got the
you
song.
gotta have a vision.
How do you feel about your most popular song on Apple Music, like Tommy Boy? Like,
Yeah, I mean that song is
Great
wild
song.
because that's
Yeah.
like I've we've met people who knew who we were because of that song.
Yeah.
Like,
Our bassist.
Our bassist,
Yeah.
the guy who plays bass, Angus. When we met him, we were introduced to him through a mutual friend. They're like, "Oh, this is Kid Smoko." He's like, "Yeah, I fucking know who these guys are." It's like I love Tommy
Wow,
Boy.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, now he's like one of our really good friends, and he plays bass with us. And, yes.
People like know you. People like talk about you.
Yeah, it's wild.
I've had many conversations with people like, do you know Kid Smoko? I'm like,
Yeah, y'all.
I'm like, I don't know what they look like.
Yeah. We're definitely not big by any means. We've got some stories
yeah.
out like in Lithuania, some DJ started playing Tommy Boy or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's like my cousin like hits me up, like, oh yeah, I was at my party and my friend put it on, and she's like, what the fuck? Or like Billy's friend heard it on the radio in like Rhode Island or something.
Yeah,
or,
really?
like, yeah,
We're
something
gonna
like
get
I think it was
money
a
for
college
that.
yeah, I don't
radio.
fucking
We're
know.
dropping the- we need to
It was
set
a-
up
it was a
sound
college
engineer.
radio
Yeah,
station.
it's something like
Yeah.
that.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Billy. I ran into him while
Billy
I was on
Brodo.
my
Yeah, one of the great guys of our age. Yeah. Yeah, Billy's a good friend of the band.
He's actually more than a friend. He's
Yeah,
a
more than a friend of
collaborator.
the
A couple
band.
of our
He is a
last shows, he
collaborator.
dressed up in full Silverman.
yes,
Living statue.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
he is
great fucking
affiliated.
pictures. He was a hit. Everyone loved it.
The music was fine, but Billy was
Billy
great.
was
Oh, yeah.
Billy was a runaway hit.
So, also I gotta like y'all are like crazy with like the outros. Like I love. Like,
Shout out Ronti.
I was just thinking that the other day. I was like, damn, we need some more outros on this album.
I mean, that's the
we have
Ronti
0
sauce.
outros.
like with the I hope you're miserable where it goes like.
Oh, Jersey Club, of course,
Yeah.
naturally, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
like the kind of house shit y'all were doing like back in the day. I'm like,
Right.
That's a really like that's a really
The digital holiday
I
outro.
like appreciate that because it's like smart because it makes you like stay to the end. 'Cause you-
Right, right,
Uh-huh.
right. It's. I think our songwriting has gotten a lot better, but for some this is not about outros anymore. But for some reason, we've stopped writing pre-choruses. This is a totally tangential, but
Pre-courses suck.
I just think it's funny.
Yeah, and who would y'all say are like some of your like current artistic influences? Like,
GT,
The list
Prison
is-
Affairs,
yeah.
Snipper, Upchuck,
Our
Definitely the
Stevie
big
Moore.
treble punk guy.
Country
Uh,
Teasers, Shit Kid,
I mean, but all over the map. I feel like I've been trying to educate myself more recently on music. Like,
the Beatles.
it's like you look back, it's like all roads lead to the Velvet Underground, and like,
Yeah.
and who are the Velvet Underground inspired? Bob Dylan, and it's like it's just
And who's
It's-
Bob Dylan inspired by?
by black artists like
Exactly.
fucking Muddy Waters and like all the original blues guys
yes, sir, yes, sir.
and fucking Leatherbelly and all that shit.
Who are y'all listening to like today? Like who's like the first?
1-800 Mikey.
Shout out the Sydney punk scene, man. They
Shout out
they
K
got it
Porcelain.
down.
We
Yeah,
got a
K
friend.
Porcelain,
We got a friend, K
Carlo.
Porcelain. He lives in New York.
Yeah.
One of the best artists alive right now.
Cool.
Love him. Love
Y'all
his
fuck with
music.
Tommy Richmond.
I'm aware of
I've
it.
heard of him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
We
know
have, I
Tommy
think-
Richmond. Yeah.
Got, like similar.
Yeah,
I think
know
we have
Tommy
some
Richmond.
mutual
I do kind of like the R&B kind of lo-fi distorted vibe.
Yeah.
That's if I were to make a solo project, that's what it would sound like.
Cool.
Also Sugar Pit. He's a good
Close
friend of the
friend.
band.
Yeah, I've never. Yeah. So that
Original
leads-
drummer.
Yeah,
of the
original
band.
Kid Smoko drummer.
That leads me into my next. You all have like some collaborations. You've done a song with like Mia Gladstone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good-
Another Maplewood,
good-
New Jerseyan.
Another
Close
good friend,
friend.
another close friend of the band.
See, Columbia High School graduate alongside Lauren Hill, SZA,
Yeah.
Okay,
Roy
that's-
Schneider.
Okay, yeah, because
Scheider.
Scheider?
Yeah, I think it's Scheider.
Yeah.
some other people too. Marquise Brown. What was
Oh,
it?
fucking Zach Braff.
Zach Braff.
Yeah.
Marcus Brownlee.
Marcus Brownlee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marcus Brownlee.
Yeah.
YouTube guy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
he's like a year
He's
older
he's
now.
Guy from
crazy
Star
famous.
Wars.
He's super
That's-
famous.
that's
Oh,
like-
Jar Jar Binks.
Jar
Yeah,
Jar
yeah.
Binks.
Ahmad Best or
Yeah.
whatever.
Uh,
Ahmad Best.
Just a
so
few.
So do
Alfred
y'all
Kinsey.
think like, are y'all open to having more collaborations with artists in the future? Is that like coming?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
a little
of
hard.
course.
It's like features are less when you're doing more of just a band thing.
Yeah, it's much more
Features
difficult.
are like harder to. I don't know.
It's definitely harder.
We're
gotta
just making shorter songs that less artists we know would want to like put a verse on. I guess. Also, it's not where our headspace is now.
Yeah, I feel like it's easier with like a more hip hop sort of background
Yeah,
and
yeah,
approach
yeah,
because it's just like, oh, they just give them a verse and then it's
You rarely
It's
hear
just not
guest
that
verses
simple.
on rock songs.
yeah, almost never.
Your rap shit was called like Dennis.
Thank you.
I do
Yeah,
love
it's-
Dennis.
it's good
We used to
songs,
play
good
that at
songs.
every live show. It used to go. That would be like the biggest mosh pit.
The mosh would
every
be
single
insane for
time.
Dennis.
That's when Dennis came on. We'd like halfway through our set, we'd switch to aux and play that song.
Speaking of, that was our JPEG Mafia ripoff song. That
The
was
original,
That was our
the original
template.
title to the project file was like JPEG.
Yeah, it was
JPEG
pure
type.
ripoff.
Hold up, what's
It was trying to rip off not Baby I'm Bleeding. The Kenny Beats song. What was it?
Puff Daddy.
Yeah, Puff Daddy. Yeah, we were trying to rip that one off.
There was like your XXX.
Yeah, yeah,
song.
yeah.
That was actually wasn't even a Smoko song. I made that with Burke,
Yeah.
and then we were like, "Oh, this is cool. Let's put it on the album."
Yeah, I liked it. I'm a huge X fan as well.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I was a big fan back in the day.
As was I.
He did a lot of bad things, but
He did,
he had some great music.
Who was I talking about this the other day? I was like, that's one of the most influential artists of all time because he was like doing like the rap shit and the like rock shit, and he was also,
And doing it all well.
Yeah, and he was also like loud about it too. Like he was like, loud, like he like I don't know. There's unique dude. I don't condone.
I mean, some of the best rage music there is.
Yes, the music was not the same since.
I did see something interesting saying about how like people are a lot of discourse about how hip hop is like kind of faltering in the mainstream or like new artists, but then like you look at how many like hot emerging artists have passed away, like
really
Juice
insane.
WRLD, X, Pop Smoke, even like Lil Peep. Like those are people who were going to take over the genre. Like at this point, that would have been at the top of their game right now. So it's interesting to think about.
No, we be thinking about that a lot. And y'all have some crazy live shows.
Yeah.
Y'all
We
do-
like
We
to
get
have
rowdy.
fun.
We get real rowdy.
Yeah. What was like the best show?
Honestly, the
Just this
last
past
show we did
weekend,
was
yeah.
awesome. This show was so much fun.
Every show's the best, man.
It was just like we've just been doing shows just to do shows because it's like we don't have anything to promote right now because we're still working on the album. So it's just like mostly for fun and to get our name out there and
I'm so mad
make
every
connections
time
and
y'all do a
shit.
show, I'm always, like, in another, like,
There'll be another one.
Yeah, there'll be another one. We just did a
Got
million
some-
shows.
Got some shows
this
coming up.
podcast is like getting me on my ass to like come to the next.
That's good.
We don't have an LA show planned anytime soon.
No, we
but,
don't.
Don't okay.
We do have we can
Yeah.
announce this now.
The
The
December
pre-announcement.
show.
We have a
New York.
show December 16th.
15th.
in Manhattan
At the Mercury Lounge.
The Mercury Lounge.
Yeah.
I fucking love
Late
the
show.
Never been.
9
Yeah,
o'clock.
I've never been either.
Featuring some great other artists.
Yeah.
So maybe I will be.
Hey, you there for the holidays?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the East Coast in the holidays. So yeah.
We got Sugar Pit on the bill. We got Monoblock on the bill. All good friends of the band.
And y'all do shows out your backyard too, right?
No, we
Not
haven't.
We
yet.
wanted
Not
to.
yet.
Our neighbors are not
Got you.
Not
Right,
super
'cause-
chill.
'cause I
We
was-
have apartment buildings on either side,
Yeah.
so it's like loaded with windows.
so
We
we'd be
have, like,
basically
20
like playing
neighbors.
in their living room.
Right. Yeah,
Which,
because
yeah.
last time
We're respectable
last time I
neighbors.
chopped it up with you, I was like, "You're doing shows at your backyard, right?" And you were like, "Hopefully." I was like,
Yeah.
We might do a show out of our friend's backyard.
Yeah. Our friend has a good.
Our friend has it's much more secluded.
mhm.
He's got some bushes.
Yeah.
We actually were about to do a backyard birthday party show next weekend.
We
but
dubbed
then
it
we
though.
We,
had to say
We
no.
had to say no
Wait, what
too.
day?
The logistics.
We had to say
weren't
no.
there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for the best.
Sorry, Miley. Sorry.
Perform at my
Yeah, it was. She wanted us to do a guest.
But we had to
spot.
set
But she had a great pitch
Yeah.
though. She said I have a bunch of friends from this talent agency she works at. She said they're all gonna buy your merch. They're all gonna be your fans.
Mhm.
But we just couldn't do it.
We're not.
We're not ready for it.
Yeah.
It's not that we're not into it.
Uh-huh.
I was into it. It just logistically didn't
Yeah.
make much sense.
Yeah. No.
Plus, we got to finish this album. It's
Yeah,
like
That's just
so-
true.
that's
We've
the thing
been
about
taking a lot
doing
of
shows.
breaks.
Like
We're in the
doing
middle
shows
of
are
an album
great,
right
but
now.
it's like
True, you gotta, like,
we gotta have something to be
That's like
promoting.
me and Addie, like we have to. I'm like, let's just get as much music as we can do now. So like 2024, it's just like show after show after show.
Yeah.
That's the move.
Shows are great. Shows are fun.
Yeah.
Shows
So-
are the best when people are there to see you.
So you got a new
And they
album
know what
coming
you're
out.
about to play.
Exactly, and they're
So when
prepared
we do
for the
shows
vibes.
right now, it's all new music that no one has heard.
It's still lit
Yeah.
though.
And Tommy.
It's
Boy.
still
Still
yeah,
lit.
still the moshes
Still
are
lit.
still crazy.
Yeah. So y'all have a lot of songs in the bag that you haven't released yet. When's the album coming out? When do we think what's the
Thinking first or second quarter 2024.
First quarter.
2024.
First quarter.
More than likely second.
More than like.
Do you know when the second quarter begins? Well, I don't even know
not
when
at all,
does
not
it's
at all.
12
it's just
divided
funny to
by
talk
four.
like that. But when does
March.
the second quarter start?
for the fourth month?
Oh, then it's definitely second
I
quarter.
don't even know when the
No,
Definitely
March
second
is the
quarter.
first quarter.
Yeah.
I'm saying April is
April.
the first month of second quarter.
Then it's gonna be in April.
Yeah, we'll see. Early
April's the fourth month of the year.
2024. Early next year.
Concept.
It's called. Can I tell them the name?
I think we can
Yeah,
release.
that
It's called Trash Day.
Trash Day.
Yeah.
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 That's the first
Called
person we've
Trash
ever
Day.
told.
Really?
Is
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
announcement.
on the
Yeah.
record.
Yeah.
Trash Day.
It's only written on our whiteboard in our kitchen.
But
That's
we haven't made the
only,
official announcement yet.
No,
Might need to leave that
exactly,
out.
exactly. It's a vision board of sorts.
Yeah. All right. What inspired the name?
We
You
didn't
know,
take the trash
didn't
out.
take
on
the trash
Trash
out.
Day.
Yeah, we
Trash Day.
did.
Literally,
Yeah.
that. We're
Shit,
like,
that
hold
would be
up,
a
that's
sick
a good
name for an
name.
album.
Yeah. And we had a big pile of trash.
Yeah.
A lot of roaches.
A lot of roaches. It was nasty.
We got a lot
Outside,
of roaches.
outside.
Yeah, it was really bad.
We got a lot of crickets.
No, we don't have
There
a
are
cat.
cats.
There do cats live
There is a
around the
cat.
house, but
Yeah, we do.
we've talked a lot about it.
There are cats in our yard.
Yeah.
There's one cat
There's
that
one
sounds like
cat.
it's dying every night.
You can put it on
I've
the
been leaving
outside.
water
Yeah,
out
we
for
could,
that
that's
cat,
true.
but they don't come.
You gotta leave some
Y'all
food.
used to have a dog though, right? That's funny you remember.
A roommate of ours.
No, we had a
I
dog,
remember.
yeah.
It was a scumbag roommate
Yeah.
who scammed Ronti out of
He's
her
a bad
car.
Oh yeah, that's the whole story.
Isn't that the guy? Isn't that
That's
the
the whole
same
story.
dude that, like,
Scam Jack.
took a-
Yeah, he scammed
Yeah,
Jack
he
too.
scammed
Yeah, he
Jack,
scammed
yeah.
Jack.
About this guy.
He
I
got
know
Jack,
about this guy.
and then Jack sent him a lawyer message, and then he paid up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, no, because I'm on the shoot like sometimes, and like any time on the shoot that I've been on, there's like always at least one moment where he's just like, oh, fuck that guy.
Yeah, big fuck that guy.
Ronti just reached out to his mom recently. We don't have to go into
It's
the
a
whole
whole
story.
story.
It's a whole story.
There's a battle. There's a bit
It's
of
a bad
battle.
one.
What? No, I
The
didn't.
reporter.
No, I didn't mention to my mom. I mean, I'll tell the very, very
Yeah,
short
Michael's mom
version
does
of the
not
story.
know.
My mom is a lawyer, public defense attorney in Manhattan.
Shout out Tony Messina.
So she wouldn't do stuff like this. But basically, long story short, he left LA 2021. I bought a car off of him. You know, he was like,
For
he's giving me the homie
$7,000
price.
under the
It could
table.
have gone on the market for 10K. I bought it for 7K.
That was a swindle.
You
That
can't
was
really
a-
tell
that
this in a
was
short
swindle.
story. I'll just give you the medium length.
Well, the
So
whole-
he says, give me the first half of the money, right? And then I will send you the title when I'm ready to pay off the rest of the loan that's on the car. And then you can send me the second half of the money,
Yeah.
right? So he tells me he has enough money. He paid off the car. I sent him the second half of the money. He's like, all right, yeah, the title's coming. The title to the car. He paid it off to the bank supposedly. Title's coming, yada yada. He's like stringing me along for months. Eventually he stops responding for months. Then he hits me up months later. He says, yo, sorry, like I didn't want to say anything until I was like ready to come clean and like ready to make things right. But I took all the money you gave me for the car and I gambled it, spent it all, never paid off the loan to the car. So the bank still owned the car, and this whole time they're probably looking for my car. I thought I was
Car's been out
driving
for
legally
repo.
Yeah.
for repo. They're
Years,
probably looking up
yeah.
for repo.
Yeah, and he's got no insurance.
I got no insurance, no title, no registration. So then after 2.5 years later,
That's crazy
finally
it's been
one
that
day I
long.
was like, this is the day I'm gonna look up his mom and message her. So I looked her up on LinkedIn. I paid for one of those services also to find her email, but she got back to me on LinkedIn. I messaged her. She got back. She responded in literally like 2 hours. She said, message me on WhatsApp. I did, and then she's like, we're gonna make this right. So I'm waiting to hear back about that. This is all recent developments.
Also, so
It's a little bit of a juicy tale for your
It's a
podcast
juicy
here.
tale.
A little juicy story.
also y'all were in the Channel 5 Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Sunday
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
wow.
have
But
been
you know,
since-
that's
Yeah,
been
that's
We
yeah.
don't stand by that.
Andrew,
yeah, yeah,
Andrew,
yeah,
Andrew
yeah,
Callahan's
yeah,
done
yeah.
for. He's
We
a
don't
dead
stand
man.
that was fun. We were
He's done. That was a great time.
Yeah, we were in downtown
He
right when
actually
the
wasn't
Rams won the
there. He
Super
was not
Bowl.
there.
So we
Yeah.
ran out. Every shit's going crazy.
Oh my God, you were.
Yeah, yeah.
no.
That was just a Super Bowl.
right?
Super Bowl,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Channel
I got
5.
my phone stolen.
You know Channel 5?
We
Forever.
don't like anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no way.
I ran into him the
Really?
day before he got kicked
What? Where?
'Cause he
Really?
was
At
on
LAX?
the last interview, yeah, because the last interview he ever did, he got the interviewer got roasted because he was interviewing for his like thing,
Yeah.
and he had like a what's it called? Oh, WBUR, like W Bird, like interview. It's a
Uh-huh.
Boston publication, and the interview was like grilling him like, "Don't you think it's bad to interview Republicans like that?" And he was like, "What are you talking about?" And then we were flying back because I was flying back from the holidays, and he was flying back from the holidays.
Oh, wow.
Waiting for the thing, and then the next day,
Yeah, he's a
I was
Massachusetts
like-
guy.
yeah, no, he's.
Oh, no.
Seattle.
Oh, yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, I always
Yeah,
think he's
but
from
then
Massachusetts.
I called my cousin. Because I know she's a fan. I was like, "Yo, I met him at the airport the other day," and she was like, "Oh, we don't like him."
Yeah, he's fucked.
But I was asking that because do y'all have any tips for being viral in that?
Get fucked up. Get
I
drunk.
wish we had to.
Did y'all like read the comments after we all? Like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was just, there's so many clips and so much crazy shit going on that nobody really. I
It's-
was just screaming
Nobody's
like,
like-
I was just screaming about Ukraine, but that was before they invaded. I was on the
You manifested.
no, I was the bearer of bad news that it was coming.
I'm asking. That I'm
Right.
in, yeah.
Oh,
we
your
got
situation.
We
Oh,
got
yeah,
zero
we gotta
clout
go.
off that.
Yeah, we got no clout.
Zero clout. It
Zero
was,
clout.
I got a little
Did
bit
you
of
make
clout.
it a
Nice.
funny clip on your website though, where you like
No.
the band accidentally?
We
Oh yeah, we
posted
did. Yeah, we
TikTok,
posted.
but,
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Oh, we should have put that in our press release. Has appeared on Channel 5
Yeah.
News.
Well, our other
Can't do that
friend,
now.
our other friend actually topped us and was in the documentary, like in the very
Right,
beginning.
Ben
Yeah, Ben
Zyper.
Zyper. He's
Yeah.
screaming Biden.
He's like the intro
Yeah.
clip to the.
He is.
to
He's
the
at the
movie.
very beginning.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
HBO.
So it's like we can't even take any
He
sort of
DM'd
cloud
me
off of
right
that.
away, right when I posted like the first initial story of like I'm at like 510k people see me. And
Yeah.
He was like, "Love, hilarious." I was like, "Coming from you, it's an honor." Yeah. But yeah. Did I have any other oh yeah, what's the origin story for I Hope You're? That's the first song I heard from you because Jack did the music video for I Hope
Yeah.
You're Miserable. What?
We were at a cabin in Maine.
Yes.
Declan's parents.
Yeah, Declan's parents.
My
During,
Family,
My,
extended
uh,
family.
Ended up getting like Stephen King.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, of course. Always. I mean,
It's
when
a
you're in the
very-
middle of
it's a
nowhere.
haunted
Yeah.
cabin in the middle of the woods in Maine. It's very spooky.
I mean, you want to hear a
vibes.
ghost story from
It's
that? I
over,
gotta go.
like,
I got a
200
ghost
years
story.
old. Are you talking about the ghost?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Tell
we-
us, then we'll get back
I've
to
met-
Hope.
I've met-
Tell the
before-
ghost story.
Yeah,
and then-
I could tell
yeah.
a ghost story.
You can talk about the door.
Well, it's your house, so you should preface
Well,
it.
are you going to talk about the
Yeah,
door?
I was talking about your grandmother.
Okay, well, so COVID 2020, whatever. We're all going
Summer
to
of COVID,
so-
2020.
Summer. I'm in Vermont. I go to Maine. Band is going to come meet me in Maine. I'm there with some friends. They all leave. I have one night where I have to stay in this house by myself before the band gets there, and I was terrified to stay in this house in the middle of the woods by myself. And I've had sleep paralysis before, but whatever, I go to sleep, my parents' master bedroom.
I thought you were about to say something else.
Yeah, I thought you were.
I go to sleep,
Masturbating.
masturbate.
No, master bedroom. I go to where Matt ended up sleeping later.
Yeah.
But so I go to bed,
I also masturbated in there.
masturbated, and then fell asleep. And then, no, just kidding. But so I immediately get like crazy sleep paralysis, and I see this black figure like walking up the stairs and coming into the room. Very spooky vibes, whatever. And then the band comes up the next day.
Yeah.
I think Matt had some. I moved out of that room the next day. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm not sleeping in this room. I'm sleeping in different
So
rooms.
I move into this room, and in the closet of the room, there's like a self-portrait of his grandmother that she painted,
Yeah.
and it's like facing out in the door. So it's like very spooky because you look and she's like staring at you in there. But I keep that door closed. I'm not keeping that open. I don't want to look at it. And so nobody else goes in that room except for me.
Yeah.
And then I come back on multiple occasions, and the closet is open, and I just like see the portrait.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it was very creepy.
Should also note that my mom's parents are buried up the road.
And it's a 200-year-old house, so
Yeah,
it's
200-year-old.
many.
My
It's like
mom's-
Stephen King territory.
It
for
really
My
sure.
is.
mom's dad bought the house in like the 1930s for $300.
It's crazy.
Come up.
But anyway, this is where we made Hope You're Miserable.
Yeah, but the actual story was that that was when we were still genre experimenting.
Yeah. Genre
I think we
fluid.
might have taken some memetine or something like that.
I don't think that was for
No.
that. That was for a different thing.
Well, I
Memantine
think
was
we
in
took-
Jersey.
We
I
took
don't know if
Memantine
it's-
at your house.
What's Memantine?
It's
like they give
Alzheimer's
it-
medication.
It's Alzheimer's, but they started giving it to young kids to see if,
They're
like,
experimenting.
yeah, like kids who like 80,
Experimenting
like
on
you know,
our
Adderall
friends.
didn't
Yeah.
work on. We might have just taken some. We took some sort of legal stimulant, just like chill, you know.
We abused the stimulant. We
Yeah,
abused
legally,
yeah,
legally
legally.
abused.
It was legal abuse.
I think what happened was that we made just the drop, and then Matt started cooking dinner. Like Matt recorded his vocals, but then since I was still off the stimulant, and like Declan and Sam were like shooting golf balls in the back, I think like that's when I started chopping up the vocals, and then I showed it to everyone like, holy shit, we started calling it the God song because like we loved it that much.
We called it top 40 hit. That's
Yeah.
what we referred
which
to
is
it
not
as.
you know what happened.
No,
but,
not at all. Went fully
little
under the radar.
presumptuous. Yeah, but then another interesting tidbit is that we made that part, and then it took us another year to make the pre-chorus.
Yeah.
We
Which
tried
is
like
like
10 different vocal ideas or like 15, and then for like the second verse we tried like 15 different verses
Instrumentals and everything.
and like so the final product, that's like the most we've ever worked on a song from production wise. It took me like a month or more to master mix and master that shit because I was just doing dumb shit. Like I was trying to solve this one issue that when I finally realized it was so simple, but I spent weeks like agonizing over like trying to make this shit sound better. Really terrible. Like that shit sucks. But I think I'm better at that now, so it hasn't happened in a while.
Yeah. And are y'all mad that Drake stole your bed squeaking soundbite?
No, I mean we took that from Jersey Club.
Yeah, that's very
we're
Jersey
from
Club.
Jersey, man. You
Yeah.
know we're hip. We understand.
Yeah, no, for real.
There's actually a hidden Billy Broder vocal on that track. Yes, in the breakdown
Yeah.
section.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
that's also
forgot
the
about
beautiful thing about we actually, we know the pioneers of New York sexy drill right now.
Shout out to Slizzies, baby.
Shout out Cash
Shout out
Cobain.
MHPG,
Shout out
shout out
Matthew
Matthew
Ali.
Ali.
Shout
I
out.
fucking love Cash Cobain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a great man. I've
Great
met him
man.
a few times.
That's a father.
Yeah, he's a great
Father
dude.
figure.
He's in
He's
the
a great
Smoko
guy.
universe. Luckily for us.
Yeah, we are on one of their albums.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe two of them actually.
Like credited?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah.
We got some
Featured,
features with Matthew Ali.
featured. Yeah,
Matthew Ox.
Matthew Ali. He's
Matthew
the,
Ali.
CEO of MHPG.
We know B-Jax too.
Cousin
B-Jax
of
is going up
Cash
right
Cobain.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see Jersey Club getting its mainstream shine. Because it was like, I mean, I'm sure this is their experience as well, but I just remember being like a little white kid at, the middle school dances, and they'd start playing Jersey Club, and all the black kids would start dancing. I'm like, what the fuck is that? That's incredible.
I mean,
Like,
I
what
was
the
going to the
fuck?
grinding parties
Yeah,
in middle school. She was
it's-
lit. Middle school was a really
Yeah,
good
I mean,
time.
that shit was. But that was what was funny about going to college. I was like, "Oh, you guys know Jersey Club?" And I was like, "No, no one knew what it was."
It has its own whole set of dance moves.
Yeah,
It's a lot
yeah.
like
Right.
But it's also
like
the
this,
beds. The
you
bed
know?
squeak is a big part
Yeah,
of that.
that's like
and
the essential
that's all
sound.
the
See,
staples
I
and
was
stuff.
familiar with Jersey Club, but I never
Yeah.
like, knew like the bed squeak.
Yeah, that was a big thing. Like Carvel.
the number one thing
Carvel
is
and
the
the
kick
beat.
pattern, and then
And the bed squeak.
after that, it's gonna be the bed
Bed
squeak
squeak?
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What's your like favorite spin on the Jersey Club?
I mean, DJ Loman's probably one of the goats.
Yeah, he is
in
one of
terms
the
of
guys. Carvel too.
Yeah.
The Backyardigans remix. The
I
Jersey
think,
Club.
in terms of the most
The
popular,
The We Are Young
We Are
Jersey
Young.
Club. The We Are Young
the
Jersey
We Are
Club
Young
remix.
remix, yeah.
Yeah. What about like that came out like after the past like?
I mean, Cash Cobain.
Cash
It's
Cash
anything
Cobain.
Cash Cobain is on.
And
I,
then
right?
HPG.
I really liked Honestly Nevermind by Drake, but the Jersey Club S songs are my least favorite on the project
Interesting.
because I thought they were too
Doesn't
slow.
have those bounce.
They're too
Doesn't
slow.
have the bounce.
But Massive was one of my favorite songs of that year.
I mean, Too Slizzy, Too Sexy is one of the best hip hop albums of the past couple of years.
We all a fan of the Uzi. I just want to rock.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Y'all heard
I just wanna rock.
Peak by Group Therapy?
No,
Uh,
Yo, that's a good Jersey.
good Jersey Club song. A lot of people are riding the wave now, and it's getting oversaturated with bullshit.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. All right, we have a game. I know y'all said y'all don't like features, but
No, we don't. It's not that we don't not
we're
like
open
features.
to
we like
Yeah,
features,
yeah,
but we
yeah.
also love games.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, big on games.
Yeah, we love games.
Someone who you know personally who you've never worked with like before to like collaborate with, and then choose someone who you don't know who you would just love to collaborate with. So like one person.
Or somebody I know, and then someone we don't know.
Would love to get a sugar pit.
Yeah, Sugar
That's
Pit.
great.
That's
That would
definitely
make
top of the
most sense.
list. That would just make sense too.
And then Dead or Alive or Dead? Or I mean, just Alive.
I would say alive because like I from my experience doing the podcast, I have gotten like people that actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, oh, that's me.
Alive, you said.
We can do Dead soon.
I'd be interested because you could get you go the vocalist route, or you could go like the
Song
producer, songwriter. I think.
Maybe David Byrne. I don't know.
That's where my
That would get goofy in the studio. I feel like he would open up some new doors.
Yeah.
I mean, he would just open up worlds of fun music making, which would be awesome.
Kind of in the
Yeah,
same spirit, like
exactly,
if we collabed with Rick Rubin, I don't think he would actually do anything.
he'd just sit
But he
quietly in
would
the
probably
corner.
have a nice studio and set up a good vibe, like light some nice incense.
I
Maybe.
feel like he'd probably give some good direction.
Yeah,
too.
no, I think
he
he would.
would-
I
he
think
would-
he'd provide
move
good direction
things,
for
yeah.
us.
Are y'all
You know,
trying to get on the next Pigeons and Planes project?
shit, I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
You know Pigeons and Planes? Like
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
They have like Mike Dean like executively produced the first one, but I know the second one that's coming out. I forget when it's coming out, but they recorded at Rick Rubin's.
Well, it sounds cool.
Oh,
At Shangri-La, yeah.
With like a lot of like people I know like from the LA scene, but then like also like Kenny Mason in Paris, Texas, and like
Mhm.
yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, we have a friend who knew someone who worked at Shangri-La, and she said she would drive Rick Rubin home, and he would say nothing in the car and just sit like cross-legged in the passenger seat.
That's so sick.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything either.
Yeah. No, people call me Rick Rubin all the time.
Yeah.
Rick Rubin, I'm like,
You're a young Rick Rubin.
Yeah,
man.
you're young
That's
Rick.
fire.
yeah.
Man started Def Jam at NYU.
No, for real. Yeah. Shout out Rick Rubin. All right. Well, any final messages to send to the people?
We're done already?
Trash day's coming, baby.
Are y'all trying to when the album comes out? Y'all trying to like tour?
Don't
Y'all trying
forget.
to do
Yeah,
that?
for
I
sure,
mean, that's
absolutely.
like our most immediate goal.
To tour.
Yeah, is to do a tour.
Got you. Have
That's-
y'all been on a tour before?
No.
No.
never.
I mean, we've
we've
done
done
runs of
shows.
shows.
We've done mini
yeah.
tours, like 2
Yeah.
shows back to back, but that's not a tour at all.
Like back to back, like in the Los Angeles or in the city?
Well, we did last year. We did Philly, New York, back to back, and then
In LA.
other like a couple years ago we
did.
did like Montreal to Saratoga Springs back to back, and like a couple other New Jersey shows. So it's just not like really tours.
Yeah, we've been doing mostly local shows recently too. We did go San Bernardino the other weekend though.
Great punk scene.
What was that? It was
Yeah,
LA,
yeah.
Philly,
Shout
New
out
York.
to
Could
the
you
Free
call that? You
Pass.
call that a mini tour?
We did, but